welcome to Storyboard. I am Anuradha Sengupta. FICCI's Media and Entertainment Industry Convention is a good place to check on the health of the business. The industry grew by 12% to touch nearly 73,000 crore rupees in 2011. Though all media sectors grew as expected, it's the film industry that's really bounced back, breaking a 2-year slump to post an 11.5% growth. But the big news is that digitization will be the catalyst for the future. Animesh Das was there and he reports.
The usual star power and glamour, political heavyweights and an M&E industry at its cheerful best. The 13th FICCI Frames convention kick-started on an upbeat note, with reports indicating a 12% growth over 2010 to touch 73,000 crore rupees. But it was the government's commitment to ensuring implementation of digitization for the television and film industries that set the agenda for the 3-day convention.
The ministry has already notified the dates mandating digital addressable transmission in phases, beginning with the 4 metros, which will switch over to digital transmission as early as 1st of July this year. The whole country will go digital by 31st December 2014. This will address a plethora of issues facing the television industry, such as addressability, carriage fees, audience measurement, consumer choice, and so on.
And this reassured the TV industry, which grew by 10.8% in 2011 and is expected to grow at 17% annually till 2016. Since digitization will increase the availability of the digital cable, DTH and IPTV platforms, it will help the industry bring up subscription revenues.
What digital unleashes is in some way democratization of content. And to me, that's the game changer for us as an industry. In a country like ours, currently consumers consume 2.5 hours of content every day. In a country like US, they consume 5 hours of content every day. Now that's the opportunity that we can scale up.
I think everyone's quite optimistic about the digitization and how that unfolds. But in my opinion, it's not done till it's done. So let it happen. Let it see how it gets executed. How does it get monitored? How does it get measured? And how we are priced at. All that will add to a potential understanding of what the better revenue optimization opportunity is for special interest channels.
The film industry recovered from a 2-year slowdown to grow by 12% in 2011. A steady increase in average ticket price on account of the growing multiplex culture, digitization facilitated countrywide releases, growing revenues from cable and satellite rights, and increased investment from Hollywood contributed to this turnaround.
For the last few years, since the recession hit in 2008, it has been tough going for the industry. I think the cost models that we were structured within were actually flawed. What's happened over the last couple of years is 2 things. One is the cost models have corrected themselves. I think studios and also talent have been very, very particular about ensuring that movies don't cost beyond a certain level of budget that can be sustained, number one. Number 2, the print and publicity budgets have also rationalized to a certain extent.
Last year alone, 3.3 billion film tickets were sold in India. That's way in excess of anyone else, even close anywhere else in the world. So Indians like going to the film. They like that experience. And we think that these 12 releases are going to do well. We hope they do well. There are also other things we're doing. The city of Los Angeles has been entered into agreement with India to form a LA India Film Council.
But new media and digital advertising raced ahead of all the others, growing a whopping 54% in 2011, surpassing the radio, music and outdoor advertising industries. It is also projected to grow the most, at 30% annually till 2016.
The internet has clearly reached critical scale in India. There are 120 million users on the internet in India, which makes India the 3rd largest internet market in the world. And last year, the Indian online advertising industry crossed 1,500 crores, and that industry is growing at 40%, which means in 3 or 4 years it'll be a 5,000 crore industry. So clearly, as a medium, as an advertising medium, we've started achieving some level of scale with about 5% of the total advertising spend going online today.
The 13th FICCI Frames convention was low on buzz, but that doesn't quite reflect the attitude of the Indian media and entertainment industry. The mood remains optimistic, and the industry is now targeting an annual growth rate of 14.9% for the next 5 years. Investors I spoke to have put all the worries of a choppy economy behind them, and the industry is bullish on digitization as being the catalyst for the future. In Mumbai, Animesh Das.